Sorry.
Trustee Zalick.
Here.
Trustee Giesers.
Here. Aye. Here.
Trustee Fruzzoloni. Trustee McCarthy.
Present.
And Mayor Severino. Threw me off with the giggling.
Well, it's going to be a fun night tonight. I can see that now. Okay, everybody face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I said it right. Fine.
There a motion to approve the minutes of our September 20th, 2021 Village Board meeting.
So moved.
Moved by trustee
Second.
McCarthy, seconded by trustee Berger. Trustee Zalick? Excuse me. Clerk, call a roll.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Garvey.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Giesers.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
There a motion to approve but not release the executive session minutes of our September 20th, 2021 Village Board meeting.
So moved.
Moved by
Second.
trustee Garvey, seconded by trustee Giesers. Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Garvey.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Giesers.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Under listening posts, we have several proclamations, and then I know we have an address from the audience, so we will start with the proclamations first. Designating, number one would be designating October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and trustee Berger will be reading that one.
Designating October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas each year an estimated 281,550 women and 2,650 men in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer, making it the second most commonly diagnosed cancer in women and the second leading cause of cancer death among women in our country. And whereas in 2016, approximately 245,299 new cases of female breast cancer were diagnosed nationally, of which 10,392 occurred in Illinois alone. And whereas in 2016, approximately 41,487 females died from breast cancer nationally. And whereas the overall 5-year survival rate for those diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer is 95%, but when diagnosed at stage 1, the 5-year survival rate is 99%. And whereas a mammogram is the single most effective method of early detection and has a 80 to 90% detection rate for women with no symptoms. And whereas the DuPage County Health Department provides free breast cancer screenings for uninsured women between the ages of 40 and 64. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Mayor Frank Severino, Sr., and the Board of Trustees of Carroll Stream, DuPage County, Illinois, in the exercise of its home rule powers, does hereby designate October Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Carroll Stream, and encourages residents to become proactive with their health and recommend they regularly consult with their physician about periodic screenings, regular clinical breast exams, and mammograms, as well as conducting monthly breast self-exams.
Proclaim this 4th day of October, 2021. Thank you, trustee Berger. The next one is proclamation designating October Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and trustee Zalick will read that one.
Proclamation designating October Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Whereas the Village of Carroll Stream recognizes that it plays a vital role in identifying, protecting its citizens from, and responding to cybersecurity threats that may have significant impact to our individual and collective safety and privacy. And whereas critical infrastructure is increasingly reliant on the support of information systems and technology. And whereas cybersecurity education and awareness is crucial for everyone, including large corporations, small businesses, financial institutions, schools, government agencies, the home user, and anyone who connects to the internet, be it with a computer, mobile phone, or other internet-connected device. And whereas the Stop, Think, Connect campaign serves as the national cybersecurity public awareness campaign implemented through a coalition of private companies, nonprofit, government organizations, and academic institutions working together to increase the public's understanding of cyber threats and empowering Americans to be safer and more secure online. And whereas the National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Workforce Framework is a free resource to help organizations, both large and small, public and private, to improve their cybersecurity practices. And whereas the federal government of the United States of America, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, the Multi-State Information Sharing and Analysis Center, the National Association of State Chief Information Officers, and the National Cybersecurity Alliance all recognize October as Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and all citizens are encouraged to visit these websites along with the Village of Carol Stream at www.carolstream.org/IT to learn more about cybersecurity. Now therefore be it proclaimed that Mayor Frank Severino Sr. and the Carol Stream Board of Trustees do hereby proclaim that the Village of Carol Stream is officially supporting Cybersecurity Awareness Month 2021, proclaimed this 4th day of October 2021.
Thank you, Trustee Zalick. The next one is proclamation designating October National Community Planning Month, and Trustee Garvey will read that one.
Proclamation designating October National Community Planning Month. Whereas change is constant and affects all cities, towns, suburbs, counties, boroughs, townships, rural areas, and other places. And whereas community planning and plans can help manage this change in a way that provides better choices for how people work, live, and play. And whereas the full benefits of planning requires public officials and citizens who understand, support, and demand excellence in planning and plan implementation. And whereas the month of October is designated as National Community Planning Month throughout the United States of America and its territories. And whereas the American Planning Association endorses National Community Planning Month as an opportunity to highlight how planning is essential to recovery and how planners can lead communities to equitable, resilient, and long-lasting recovery. And whereas the celebration of National Community Planning Month gives us the opportunity to publicly recognize the participation and dedication of the members of the Plan Commission, Zoning Board of Appeals, and other citizen planners who have contributed their time and expertise to the improvement of the Village of Carol Stream. And whereas we recognize the many valuable contributions made by professional community and regional planners of the Village of Carol Stream, and extend our heartfelt thanks for the continued commitment to public service by these professionals. Now therefore be it proclaimed that Mayor Frank Severino Sr. and the Board of Trustees of Carol Stream, DuPage County, Illinois, in the exercise of its home rule powers, do hereby designate October 2021 as National Community Planning Month, proclaimed this 4th day of October 2021.
Thank you, Trustee Garvey. Let's see, the next one is proclamation designating October Manufacturing Month, and that will be read by Trustee McCarthy.
Designating October Manufacturing Month. Whereas our country, our state, and our community were founded and developed on manufacturing. And whereas manufacturing has held a prominent place in the Carol Stream business community since its inception. And whereas manufacturing employs over 55,000 people in over 3,500 businesses in DuPage County, and manufacturing is the 4th largest industry in the county. And whereas Carol Stream is a desired location for manufacturing businesses based on its proximity to major expressways, major arterial roadways, O'Hare International Airport, and the DuPage County Airport. And whereas Carol Stream is home to more than 100 manufacturing businesses totaling over 4 million square feet of space in a variety of industries, including automotive parts manufacturing, food production, metal fabrication, paper processing, commercial cooking equipment manufacturing, and packaging material manufacturing. Now therefore be it proclaimed that Mayor Frank Savarino Sr. and the Board of Trustees of Carroll Stream, DuPage County, Illinois, in the exercise of its home rule powers, do hereby designate October 2021 as Manufacturing Month in the Village of Carroll Stream and call upon the community to celebrate and acknowledge the contribution manufacturing has made and continues to make to our community. Proclaim this 4th day of October, 2021.
Thank you, Trustee McCarthy. The next one, proclamation, is designating October Arts DuPage Month, and that would be read by Trustee Gieser.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Proclaiming Arts DuPage Month. Whereas Arts DuPage has regularly issued official proclamations to all the cities, towns, and villages in DuPage County on an annual basis, designating October as Arts DuPage Month. And whereas the arts embody much of the accumulated wisdom, intellect, and imagination of humankind, and whereas the arts enrich us as individuals and play a unique role in the lives of our families and our communities. And whereas the arts promote a better understanding of the diversified cultures within our communities and unify us regardless of age, race, and ethnicity. And whereas the arts sector in DuPage County consists of 2,272 arts-related businesses and account for 4.2% of the total number of businesses in the region, a larger share of the economy than transportation, tourism, agriculture, and construction. And whereas the arts provide full-time employment for over 15,000 workers in DuPage County. And whereas the arts improve our economy, enrich our civic life, drive tourism and commerce, and exert a profound positive influence on the education of our children. And whereas the coronavirus has had a devastating impact on DuPage County's creative sector, forcing 99% of arts organizations to shut down, thus placing artists among the most severely affected segment of the nation's workforce. Even in challenging times, the arts helped collectively lead us through the darkest times of the pandemic, lifting our spirits, unifying communities, and providing entertainment. Now with the move to Phase 5 of Illinois' COVID-19 mitigation plan, the arts will play a vital role in rebuilding our communities, jump-starting the economy, and leading us back to normalcy. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that Mayor Frank Savarino and the Carroll Stream Village Board of Trustees, DuPage County, Illinois, in the exercise of its home rule powers, do hereby proclaim the month of October 2021 as Arts DuPage Month in Carroll Stream, and call upon our community members to celebrate and promote the arts in DuPage County. Proclaim this 4th day of October 2021.
Thank you, Trustee Gieser. Addresses from the audience, I think we had one come in. Do we have more than one?
We just have two comments from the same person, so I will read both of these. The first comment was received on October 1st at 3:46 p.m. for the Village Board meeting of 10/4/21 from Stephanie Susdorf regarding tree planting on parkways. I think residential homeowners should pay for property taxes for tree planting in parkways. And the second message came in on October 2nd at 7:21 p.m. Village Board meeting, again, Stephanie Susdorf, public parkway trees. Carroll Stream property owners should not have to pay property tax for newly planted trees along public parkways. Residents and property owners should be able to submit requests for a new tree planted on public parkways as a free service provided by Public Works and Village of Carroll Stream. Smiley face. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you for the comment. That was very nice. Is there a motion to establish a consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Trustee McCarthy, seconded by Trustee Gieser. Clerk, call a roll.
Trustee Berger. Trustee Garvey.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Gieser.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Madam Clerk, please read what is on the consent agenda.
Certainly. Start with ordinances. Ordinance amending Chapter 11, Article 2 of the Carroll Stream Code of Ordinances by increasing the number of Class V licenses from 16 to 17. Char House LLC doing business as John and Tony's, 27 West 371 North Avenue.
Yes.
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 That is ordinance number 2021-10-49. Resolutions. Resolution accepting public improvements and release of security for public improvements in the amount of $19,061.25, 470 East North Avenue, LA Fitness, part of Carroll Stream Marketplace subdivision.
Yes.
Yes.
That is resolution number 3220. Resolution approving local agency agreement for federal participation, Coon Road Bike Trail from Lees Road to Army Trail Road, Amendment Number 1, Village Share, $22,843.
Yes.
Yes.
That is resolution number 3221. Resolution authorizing the execution of an Illinois Department of Transportation Preliminary Engineering Services Agreement Supplement Number 1 for federal participation with regard to Coon Road Bike Trail from Army Trail Road to Lees Road in the amount of $11,402.
Yes.
Yes.
That is resolution number 3222. Resolution approving local agency agreement for federal participation, Lees Road Bike Trail from Gary Avenue to Schmale Road, Amendment Number 1, Village Share, $24,598.
Yes.
Yes.
That is resolution number 3223. Resolution authorizing the execution of an Illinois Department of Transportation Preliminary Engineering Services Agreement Supplement Number 1 for federal participation with regard to Lees Road Bike Path Extension from Gary Avenue to Schmale Road in the amount of $13,488.
Yes.
Yes.
That is resolution number 3224. New business, Knights of Columbus, approval of a raffle license and waiver of the fee and manager's fidelity bond for their Oktoberfest fundraiser to be held at Corpus Christi Catholic Church on October 2nd, 2021.
Yes.
Yes.
Wheaton Metro Alliance of Police, Chapter 699, approval of a raffle license and waiver of the fee and manager's fidelity bond for their fundraiser for Officer Chris Harpling at the Village Tavern and Grill on October 17th, 2021.
Yes.
Payment of bills, regular bills, September 21st, 2021 through October 4th, 2021.
Yes.
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 Addendum warrants, September 21st, 2021 through October 4th, 2021.
Yes.
Yes.
And that concludes the items on the consent agenda.
Is there a motion to put those items on the consent agenda?
So move.
Second.
Moved by trustee McCarthy, seconded by trustee Garvey. Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Garvey.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Giesers.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve those items by unanimous vote?
So moved.
Second?
Moved by trustee Giesers, seconded by trustee Berger. Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Garvey.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Giesers.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Report of officers, huh? We got, let's see, trustee Berger, going to tell us a little bit about all these Purdue games you're going to? Dad, you're an expert.
Yeah. I was going to say something about the 100th anniversary of the Purdue Drum, but I've been ridiculed by all my Facebook friends for posting so much about it, so,
Facebook is down.
yeah, well, it came back up, so they can't harass me anymore. But since you brought it up, I will congratulate Purdue University on the 100th anniversary of the world's largest drum, of which I got to be a crew member when I was in college, so it was nice to go down there and enjoy homecoming, even though the weather was horrible and the game was horrible. But otherwise, everything was great. With that, I would like to wish Trustee Fruzaloni a speedy recovery, and I look forward to having her back up here with us, hopefully soon. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee Berger. Trustee Garvey?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to add my remarks about Trustee Fruzaloni. I miss you. We continue to pray for you and your family, and we're not forgetting. I just want to add that I would recommend anybody who's listening to read the editorial in the Carroll Stream Examiner by Dr. Harold Peace regarding the vaccine mandates, and also to review the Illinois Healthcare Right of Conscience Act from 1998. And that's my report.
Thank you, trustee Garvey. Let's see, trustee Zalick.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First off, I want to thank the village for proclaiming or designating October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As I know many friends and family that have battled this disease, and it's great that we bring awareness to everybody to self-check, because early detection leads to good things. So I want to thank the village for that. I also want to thank them because of the designating October Cyber Security Awareness Month, as it is important. Being a police officer in this town, I've gone to many residents' houses where they got scammed or duped out of money, and I tried investigating. A lot of people are like, well, the police will investigate it. Well, I tried with, subpoenas, and I found that addresses go out of the country, and it's virtually impossible. So the best defense is a good offense. Don't fall for it. Talk to family, elderly, so they don't get scammed out of their life savings. Because I know how devastating that is when I told people that I can't get their money back. Third, Carroll Stream is partnering with eWorks, Scarce, Flood Brothers, and DuPage County to host a pumpkin textiles and electronics event Saturday, November 6th from 8 to 12 at the Water Reclamation Center on Coon Road. This is great. Anytime you can recycle something and it doesn't go into our landfills, it's a good thing. So start gathering your textiles and some electronics, and for more information, contact or look at the village website. Finally, I'd like to ask all to keep our military, all first responders, and of course our fellow trustee, Mary Fusiloni, as she recovers from her medical procedure. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee Zalick. Trustee Giesser.
Thank you. We are in the Halloween season. It's October, so the Carroll Stream Halloween Decorating Contest returns. All you need to do is, if you see a house that's decorated to your liking, or if you've decorated your house and you'd like it to be nominated, send an email to decoratingcontest@carrollstream.org, and you're in the running. The deadline is Friday, October 22nd at 5 p.m. Judging will be on Monday, the 25th. So hopefully we get a lot of people nominating. So far, we've got about a handful of people, but we're very early in the running. Normally, we get between 30 and 45. So hopefully this year, if you go to the stores, a lot of the Halloween stuff is gone. So that could be that people are buying, or there are problems getting stuff to the stores. Who knows? But we're very excited to do this again, and then we'll honor the winners here at a meeting. Earlier in the meeting, we had a number of proclamations, or not proclamations, they were resolutions about bike paths. And I just want to commend the staff for being on top as these as the government delays when we can start projects, and then prices go up, that we're still getting our money's worth to create these valuable amenities for our residents. And should I talk to you, Bob, about it? Sure. Bob, so we're paying, the federal government and the state will be paying like 80% for these as a result of us getting these.
Yes, as a result of delays from the state, we had to apply for some of the money, which increased the amount that we got back from IDOT. Also increased some of our costs, but the proportions are the same as they were before.
So we'll just stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have new bike paths in the coming years to go along with our already extensive network of bike paths, which people are always telling all of us how much they enjoy them. And then just a couple extra things. On a personal note, I want to wish a happy anniversary to my wife on October 2nd. We celebrated our 28th anniversary, I almost said 25th, 28th anniversary. And so thank you for sticking with me. And then finally, get vaccinated. That's my report.
Thank you, trustee Geezer.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
Get well, Mary.
get well, Mary. There you go. Trustee McCarthy.
First off, of course, just like everybody else, I want to wish the best for trustee Frusaloni and her family. Best wishes on a quick and as pain-free recovery as possible, so you can get it back up here and join us, Mary. We did do a number of proclamations also, and there's times, people probably just go, oh, they're just reading stuff. But a lot of times, these proclamations are actually pretty important to recognize things that we all sometimes forget. I mean, of course, breast cancer awareness is huge for the health of not just women, but men too, as the proclamation read. The cybersecurity one, that gets worse and worse. Yeah, it seems like every day we're hearing something over the top of somebody hijacking something. And there's still too many people who fall for the email that says, so the guy from Nigeria has got $10 million from you, all you gotta do is send him some and he'll share it with you. We got to get rid of that stuff. Community planning is huge. It's how our villages are planned for not just today, but for 5 years, 10 years, and 30 years down the line. Our planning from the beginning of Carroll Stream, there's a reason it's set up industrial and then residential, and it's set up in a way that made sense. And that's because we have had village planning then and we have it now. Manufacturing is huge. Manufacturing is our lifeblood, not just as a village, a state, a county, but as a nation too. And I actually believe this is a time that we should get even more involved in manufacturing if we can get supplies, which is a tough go right now. And of course, lastly, the arts are underrated in their importance. How important they are, not just in the education of our children, but in the people who work it, from musicians to people who paint to whatever the case may be. And I just think it's hugely important that we recognize that as a whole. The only other thing I've got is we passed a proclamation, we approved a raffle license application for the Wheaton Metro Alliance of Police Union. They're hosting a fundraiser for Officer Chris Harpling at the VFW at Village Tavern on October 17th from 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. Chris has leukemia and he has a young family, and everybody's trying to help him out. Actually, Trustee Zalick and I will be helping run the bags portion. There'll be bags, there'll be food, there'll be a ton of raffles. They'll have the Bears game on, both inside and outside. There'll be a tent outside, so in case of inclement weather, we're still going to be dry and semi-warm. So if you've got the time to come out, please come out. And if you don't, find a way to reach out to one of us where you can help, because this is, again, keeping it local and somebody who needs our help and somebody who's given 25 or 20 years of his life to protect us. So we should step up and help him if at all possible. And with that, I'll end my report.
And you notice that Wheaton is coming into Carroll Stream.
I noticed that.
Noticed that?
If trustee McCarthy didn't bring that up, I was going to go back to you to talk about it because you were a police officer for so long. I really like the idea that they're stepping up from the Village Tavern to be able to do that and hold it. The least we could do is waive the fee for the license. So thank you. And thank you for getting involved and raise money for someone that really needs it. Tia, do you have anything?
Yes, in addition to this proclamation about Cybersecurity Month, we'd ask that residents follow us on social media and also check out our website, as we'll be sharing various cybersecurity tips throughout the month, including an article focusing on the challenges that teens face online. And we'll also be releasing an article later this month that focuses on some of the challenges that our older residents may experience online. In addition, we look forward to seeing everybody for our Pumpkins Textiles and Electronics Recycling event. We ask to make sure that all textiles are reasonably clean, bagged, and any shoes that are brought are tied together. And then when you bring your pumpkins, if you can please make sure that any decorative additions have been removed, such as yarn, googly eyes, or wax candles. Those would get in the way of a safe composting process. Thank you.
Very good. Clerk?
Thank you, Mayor. As everybody else said, I'm, keeping Mary and her family in my thoughts and prayers. I was really happy to see she made it through surgery well, and, hoping for a speedy recovery. We all miss her. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the Glenbard North Civics Club and the Wheaton League of Women Voters, as they hosted a big voter registration drive at Fountain View Fitness last week for celebrating National Voter Registration Day. And it was just great to see young people getting involved in their community. It just was very impressive. Also, as Trustee Zalik was talking about October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I too know people who have passed from that. And I've just encouraged, especially women, men too, it sounds like men as well can suffer from this, but especially women over 40, listen to your doctor. If he says get a mammogram or she says get a mammogram, get the mammogram. I've been going for 10 years now. I just did one on Friday. Got a call from the doctor today saying they found something, you have to go back. So the reason I'm not worried about it is because I've been doing it every year, and if there is something, I've caught it early and there's something they can do about it. So just really important to listen to your doctor and get regular mammograms. Let's see. Also, I guess last but not least, I'd just like to remind people to shop Carol Stream.
Thank you very much. Mr. Rhodes, our village attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As with everyone else, I'd just like to extend my best wishes to Trustee Fruzzoloni. I am very happy that she made it through surgery very well, and we do wish her a very speedy recovery, and we hope she's back soon.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes. Mr. Miller, village manager.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to make a comment regarding the listening post item that we received tonight from a resident inquiring about installing village parkway trees in areas that don't currently have them because the developer at the time installed them on private property. So it's not like these areas don't have parkway trees, they just were put on the residents' property, and that was done to save the village ongoing costs and maintenance in the future, which it has done. So given that, as part of the recent tree inventory work that was being done over the summer, we asked the consultant to do an inventory of all the areas that currently don't have parkway trees in the event that the board wants to consider the costs during the upcoming budget discussions. So that's something that we can provide the village board in the coming months. There's been some talk about Halloween. Nobody mentioned the Halloween trick-or-treating hours. I think that was mentioned previously, but it's Sunday, October 31st from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. We do have signs, as we've done in the past, designating homes that wish to receive trick-or-treaters or not. You can download that from our website or pick them up here at the Municipal Center. I also want to recognize our Public Works Department, Phil, and your staff for all the work over the years completing the LED streetlight installations. So all the street lights in the village have been replaced. All the high-pressure sodium inefficient lights have been replaced with energy-efficient LED lights, a little over 1,300 of them. Except for the town center, we're still waiting for those fixtures to come in. The total cost of the lights were about $406,000. We received ComEd energy efficiency grants, which brought our costs down to about $85,000. So significant savings. Thank you, Phil. Great job. And then finally, congratulations to officers Brian Rudelick, Nick Balsador, and Dan Staffy, who were recently named recipients of the 2021 Hero Award for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. These awards are given to officers and individuals who have excelled above and beyond the call of duty, enforcing and promoting the negative effects of driving under the influence. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. The only thing I'd like to say is to Mary Fruzalone, Mary, get well. We want you back here. Take your time. You can see this is the first meeting that you haven't been at since you've had your operation. You could see we all care about you. You could see we're okay. We know you're there. All we want you to do is all of us unanimously want you to get well. Please get well. That's the main thing. Come back, and when you're ready to come back, and all in one piece, and that'll make us all very happy. I have no report tonight, so, Mr. Rhodes, we're going into closed session?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, we're going into closed session tonight to discuss Section 2C5 of the Open Meetings Act, acquisition of real property. There will be no action that is taken after the executive session, so the motion will be to go into executive session for the acquisition of real property and then to adjourn directly from the executive session.
I'll make that motion.
So moved.
Moved by trustee McCarthy, seconded by trustee Garvey.
Sure.
Clerk, call the roll.
Garvey, it was Garvey? Okay. Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Garvey.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Giesers.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.